Today we are going to see the next point, that is application of, that is the complex number in AC circuit. So this is more important point as far as the examination is concerned. Before studying how that complex number is used in AC circuit, but first of all we are going to consider that is the AC means alternating current, you know that. Then circuit means the circuit. What is circuit? There are different types of the circuits. So any electronic, that is the devices which are connected to complete one cycle, then that is called as a circuit. Okay. So now you can draw any circuit. First of all, for instance, if I draw taken the resistance, then this resistance is connected across one simple battery. This voltage of the battery is V. R is the resistance of the resistance. Then due to this, that the circuit, when circuit is completed, there is flow of current. You know all, that is the Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? Yes, P is equal to I into R. हे सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे, बरोबर. तर इथे काय केलेलं आहे, एक सर्किट घेतलेलं आहे. त्या सर्किट मधला फक्त आपण काय केलं, डीसी करंट जोडला. डीसी म्हणजे काय, ज्याच्यामध्ये पॉझिटिव्ह आणि निगेटिव्ह असतं. आणि एसी मध्ये काय होतं, the alternatively current go on changing, therefore no is, that is the positive and negative is given. But here the current always, that is the follow the same direction. So that means current flows in this direction. Actually electrons flow in this direction, but we can represent, that is the current in this direction. So you know that is the voltage. This voltage is across, that is set up across this resistance. So what is the resistor voltage across this resistance? Voltage V across resistance is equal to I into R. You know that. V is equal to IR. Then that is voltage across this resistance is equal to I into R. As we know that there is no change in the input signal. The current direction is same. So there is no, that is the change in, that is what we can say that phase change in the current as well as voltage. But if you apply, this voltage is taken out and that is the alternating EMF is applied, what will happen? First of all I will see and then next time. So this is resistance of the circuit. Then you are going to apply, that is the AC signal here. Then there is no direction, perfectly direction of the current. If I is a resistance, then continuously resistance, that is the input voltage changes its direction. So this is AC voltage. This is AC voltage. This is DC voltage. Okay. So when current is, that is the changing, only direction changes, but voltage across this is same. Voltage across this is V into, and that is the I into R. V is equal to I into R. This is the voltage, where R is the resistance of that is the resistance, and I is the current. That means you can apply the same rule, Ohm's law, to this circuit as well as to this circuit. That means this is DC circuit, this is DC circuit, this is AC circuit. Okay, this is AC circuit. Similarly, that means this Ohm's law is applicable to both of it. This is applicable to, that is the pure DC resistive circuit. This is applicable to pure DC resistive, AC resistive circuit. Now you can change, the resistance is replaced by, that is the inductance. What will happen? This is inductance. You can set up, that is the DC voltage here, plus and minus voltage is applied, current I is flowing, L is the inductance. Then the that is same Kirchhoff's law is applied. But this is not applicable in case of that is the AC circuit. What will happen when inductance L is connected across the AC signal? Current is flowing in both directions because you know that alternating current is changing. So L is this is the L into di by dt. L into di by dt is the voltage across this inductance. Or you may say here also that is the voltage across the inductance is L di by dt. But if you are going to study, this is voltage and no problem. Voltage across this inductance and voltage across this inductance L di by dt. When you compare the voltages and then solve, you can solve the problem for I. That is V is equal to, you can say that is here V is equal to L di by dt. So you can take I one side and integrate that equation so that differentiation get cancels. Then you will get the value of I. But it is called as voltage method. Voltage method, by using voltage, that means sum of voltages can be added and you can solve the problem. So this is the DC voltage circuit and this is AC voltage circuit. Now similarly you can apply, that is the capacitor here. Instead of that is the resistance, capacitor is applied. Here DC voltage is that is applied to the circuit. This is capacitor is charged fully towards positive as well as negative. C is the capacity of capacitor. Then the voltage across this capacitor is what? C is equal to Q by C. Q by C is a voltage. Q is a charge and C is a capacitor. Similarly, the case is obtained here. You can apply the voltage across this capacitor. Then AC voltage is applied here. C is the capacity. Capacitor voltage across is given by V is equal to Q divided by C. Okay. But this is voltage Q by C. Whatever you applied is voltages across capacitor, voltage across inductance, voltage across resistance. This is simple way. By using these equations, one can solve how much current is flowing in that is the circuit. That means what? You can apply the Ohm's law. Ohm's law to DC circuit as well as AC circuit. Similarly, you can apply the Kirchhoff's law. Kirchhoff's law, I think you have studied Kirchhoff's voltage law and that is the current law. So sum of voltage across this circuit is 0. Taking the voltage of the battery is positive, voltage across this resistances and other things are taken to be negative. The sum of all these voltages in that is the circuit is 0. That means this is Kirchhoff's voltage law. And similarly, we know that the Kirchhoff's current law. So Kirchhoff's law, Ohm's law are applicable to all, that is the AC circuit as well as DC circuit. Instead of taking only one resistance, you may connect the two. That means we can say that is the resistance R is connected as well as L inductance is connected. So this is R L. This can you also AC or DC you may connect and you can analyze or you can see what are the changes in the current correspondingly. You may say RC circuit, that means resistance as well as capacitor you can connect across this. I think you have studied in 12th standard. This is circuit, RC circuit. Or LC circuit you may say, that is inductance and capacitor. So AC circuit is applied. That means this is L and this is capacitor C. So we can that is the change one resistance into resistance and inductance, or one can change resistance into capacitor, inductance into capacitor, or capacitance into inductance, or whatever it may be. The combinations you can do it. But what we are going to study is the application of complex number in AC circuit. So we are going to apply the complex number. Where you are going to apply the complex number? Where the complex number, you know that is J is a complex number, that is the operator. Whenever you apply any real value by using that is the J register or J operator, then that value of real value is changed into complex number. So that means A is a real number and J into B. This, that is the imaginary number, and imaginary number plus that is the real number converts it into the complex number. This is complex number. Now such complex number can be applied to any circuit. Okay, that means what we are going to study. Say one more example I will give. If this voltage is 10 volt, this voltage is 10 volt, resistance is 10 ohm, resistance is 10 ohm, then how we can apply that is the V is equal to I is equal to what we will get, V divided by R, that means 1 ampere current is flowing through this, is it? So that means one can calculate the real value. This is real value, not complex value. Now if we apply the complex value to this, that is the AC circuit, to the AC circuit. Why? Because in this case the current and voltage doesn't differ with respect to fluctuations, with respect to that is the frequency of this signal. There is no frequency, there is direct current. But if you consider the AC, then there is a fluctuations or there is a change, positive negative cycles. That means that has the frequency. With respect to frequency, current changes, and therefore one can that is consider about the change in current with respect to that is the input voltage that can be judged by using the complex. See, this is the simple resistive circuit. You can write that is the resistance R, that is the, we can say V is equal to I into R. So voltage across resistance is VR is equal to I into R, where I is a current, R is a resistance. Okay, this is called resistance of the circuit. This is called resistance of the circuit. Now same case is that is considered in inductance. What will happen? L is the inductance. Not to consider the voltage, but consider voltage in terms of complex number. So now we are using complex numbers. So here this complex number is given by omega L, J omega L is a complex number. That means by using complex number or operator, one can judge that voltage across this inductance is given by J omega L. So that means voltage across inductance VL is given by J omega L. Or it is also called as the reactance XL. It is represented by XL and it is called as reactance. Okay, inductive reactance. If that is the inductor, then inductive reactance. Only resistance is taken, this is resistance. But the resistance of this inductance is called as reactance. So if we consider inductance, then inductive reactance. Inductive reactance is equal to V, that is voltage, not resistance, I think it is voltage. Sorry. This is voltage. Now this is also the voltage across inductance is equal to VL, that is J omega L into I. So this is R is this total is a resistance into I, that is called as XL. So XL now sorry. Now where this is a resistance and this is a current. So resistance into current gives rise to voltage. So now this value XL is equal to J omega L is called as reactance. It is called reactance. Similarly, if you take the voltage across capacitor is given by 1 divided by J omega C into current, that is this is voltage, this is resistance into current. So this is represented by XC. XC is equal to into I. So XC is equal to 1 divided by J omega C in only, and that is named as the reactance of capacitor. Inductive reactance similarly capacitive reactance. This is capacitive reactance. Okay, so now we can use such type of voltages in solving the AC circuit problems. Okay.